Good morning, friends. My dear students, today we will discuss the economic concept of elasticity of demand, which is very important for the traders, business organizations, even multinational companies also need to understand and apply this elasticity of demand in order to reduce the losses and to generate more and more revenues and profits. So here, mostly traders used to understand only the increase or decrease in the prices of the product in order to generate more and more profits in the business. But it is very important that understanding the elasticity of demand in organization. So here, elasticity of demand is very important or significant technique or the method which is used to measure the difference between the quantity demand of a commodity and the determinants of demand. So here, the elasticity of demand is used to measure the rate of responsiveness changes in quantity demand of a commodity for a given change in price or any other determinants of demand. If you see the definition for the elasticity of demand, the rate of responsiveness in quantity demand of a commodity for a given change in price or any other determinants of demand is known as elasticity of demand. See here, the responsiveness in quantity demand due to the changes in price. Here, where there is a change in price, immediately there is a response in quantity demand of a commodity is known as elasticity of demand. It is not only because of changes in price, even any changes in other determinants of demand, there is a responsiveness in quantity demand of a product or commodity is known as elasticity of demand. It may be in the respect to income level of the consumer or taste and preferences of the consumer, income level of the consumers in the future, size of the population, prices of the related goods, prices of the related goods in the future, or any other determinant of demand. Any changes occurred in these determinants that will influence on the quantity demand of a commodity. Here, there are various factors that are directly or indirectly affecting the elasticity of demand. So, elastic is the term used in economics to describe a change in behavior of buyers and sellers in response to a change in price for a commodity or service. Here, the rate of responsiveness in the demand of a commodity for a given change in the price of commodity or any other determinant demand is known as elastic demand. In other words, the concept of elasticity of demand explains the relationship between changes in demand and prices of the commodity. In simple words, the change in quantity demanded due to change in price is termed as elasticity of demand. According to or as per the law of demand, there is an inverse relationship between the quantity demand of a commodity and the price of the commodity or the product. It means that how the price is increasing, the demand for a commodity will decrease. When the price will fall, then the quantity demand of the commodity will rise, that is increase. So there is a negative relationship between the price and the quantity demand of a commodity as per the law of demand. This law does not state the degree of change in demand due to change in price. There are commodities whose demand is more responsive and others less responsive to change in price. There are different or various economists have given different definitions for the elasticity of demand. Among those, Mayer's given the definition for the elasticity of demand as it is a measure of the relative change in the amount purchased, that is quantity purchased, in response to any changing price is known as elasticity of demand. In the other words, it measures the responsiveness of the quantity demanded to changing price. There are various factors that are directly or indirectly influencing or affecting the elasticity of demand. Out of those, so they are the some of the factors that are affecting elasticity of demand. That is, availability of substitutes, postponement of consumption, proportion of expenditure, nature of commodity, different uses of commodity, the time period, change in the income level of consumers, habits, taste and preferences, and their desires, needs and wants, and distribution of income and price level. So they are some of the factors that are affecting elasticity of demand. Now let us see one by one what are the factors and how these factors will affect on the elasticity of demand. The first one is availability of substitute goods. So here the demand of commodities having substitutes is very elastic, because if there is an increase in the price of the commodity, people will start using other commodities. It is a common perception of any consumer or any human being. If any increases in prices of the product, if alternative products or the substitute products are available, here they will tend to buy more other products than the product where the price is increasing. For example, there are substitutes for the fuel is gas, kerosene, electricity, coal and wood are used as the fuel. All these are substitutes. So the increasing the price of one commodity will induce the consumer to use the other commodity. The demand of commodities having no substitute will be inelastic, such as salt. Any increase or decrease in the price of salt will not affect its demand because there is no substitute or alternative product. Let us take one more example for the substituted goods, that is toothpaste, Colgate, closer. These two are the substitute goods. Coffee, tea, these two are the substitute goods. When there is the increases in the price of one product, immediately the consumer may shift to another product because of increasing the prices of the product. So this is one of the significant factor which is affecting on elasticity of demand. The second one is the postponement of consumption. So the demand of commodities whose consumption can be postponed for some time is elastic. The demand for necessary such as food grain or inelastic, because their use cannot be postponed. In case of, simply we can say, in case of necessity, we cannot be postponed, hence there is a inelastic, where if it is comfortable or possible to postpone for some time, then there is a elastic demand. The third one is proportion of expenditure. So the elasticity of demand for a commodity also depends on the fact as to how much part of the income is spent on that commodity. Here, the demand for such commodity, where a small part of the income is spent, is generally inelastic, such as commodities like needle, thread, ink, buttons, milk, bread, fruit, vegetables. All these are the few products or the commodities or the goods that we are using in our day-to-day life, where we can spend very small part of our the total income. In such cases, there is a inelastic. On the other hand, the demand of such commodities where a significant part of income is spent is very elastic, such as the demand for luxury goods, cars, watches, or houses, or whatever. If it is luxury goods or the prestigious goods, in such cases there is elastic demand. So in case of a small amount of spending is inelastic, whereas in case of large amount or the significant part of income is spending, where there is elastic. The fourth one is nature of commodity. Generally, the demand of necessities is inelastic, and those of comforts and luxuries of life are elastic. There is a difference between these necessities and luxuries. In case of necessities, there is inelastic. In case of luxuries, there is elastic of demand. The demand for necessities is inelastic because there are essential for all these are essential for human existence, and hence their demand remains stable, and it is not affected by price changes. On the other hand, the demand for luxuries or prestigious goods and comforts is generally elastic because these commodities are not very essential for life to survive, and are demanded only when their prices are reasonable. When the price is decreasing and it is reasonable for the consumer, then they will tend to buy the particular product. If not, they will try to postpone the purchase of those products. And the fifth one is the different uses of commodity. Generally, a commodity which has several uses will have an elastic demand. On the other hand, the commodity having only one use will have inelastic demand. When the price of a particular commodity having many uses declines, it is used in many activities, which result its demand increases consistently. For example, the demand for a paper increases very much when it becomes cheap. However, this argument does not apply to ink, unlike paper, because it cannot be used for many activities, unlike paper. Then, the time period. The demand for a commodity is always related to some period of time, say a day or week or month and others. Elasticity demand varies with the length of time period. Generally, longer the duration of period, greater will be the elasticity of demand, and vice versa. This implies that demand is elastic in the long period and inelastic in short period. This is so because in the short period, generally demand does not change immediately due to the price changes. However, it is true in the long period. The seventh one is change in income level of consumer. The demand for various commodities are affected in different degrees due to changes in income. The income level of how the price of the product is directly influencing the quantity demand of a commodity. Similar manner, somewhat changes in the income level of consumers also will affect on the elasticity of demand. In case of increase in the income of consumers, the demand for luxuries will increase. If the income falls, the demand for luxuries will fall. There is a positive relationship between the prestigious goods and the income level of the consumer. As such, demand for luxury is more elastic in relation to changing income. But whereas in case of comfort, it is less elastic, and in case of necessity, it is probably inelastic. So here, the changing income level of the consumers will influence the elasticity of demand directly, right? If there is increasing income level of the consumer, increases in the demand for the prestigious goods or the comfortable goods, whereas decreases in the income level of the consumer, there is a decreases in the quantity demand for such products. Then next, habits. Habits, taste and preferences, desires, wants, likes, all these are also affecting the elasticity of demand. If consumers are habituated of some commodity since long back, the demand for such commodities will be usually inelastic because they have habituated, they are using the same product since long back, because they will use them even when their prices goes up. So it is not possible to shift to other products immediately as the price changes. It will take some time. It will take some time. In long period, in the future, they may shift to other products if the price of the product is continuously increasing. Otherwise, they will not shift immediately to other products as the price changes or as the price increases at this point. Example, here a person using a particular toothpaste. Let us take an example here, the closer. Here he is using the same product since long back. Now the price of the product is increasing, but immediately he will not change or he will not shift the consumer from closer to Colgate or some other toothpaste as increasing in the prices of the product, because he has habituated the same toothpaste since long. So this is how the habits, the taste and preferences will affect the elasticity of demand. The next one is distribution of income. So the elasticity of demand also depends on the fact as to what is the nature of distribution of income in the society. The more the capital equal distribution of income, more will be the number of middlemen. The demand of middlemen is relatively more elastic. If the distribution of income is not equal, on the other hand, or on the one hand, there will be poor people who buy only necessaries of life, and their demand will be inelastic. So here, distribution of the national income is also one of the most important factors that is affecting on the elasticity of demand. The next one is the price level. Generally, the demand of very costly and very cheap goods is inelastic. Very costly goods are demanded by the rich people, and thus their demand is not affected by changes in prices. Similarly, the changes in the price of very cheap goods, let us take an example, salt, will not have any effect on their demand because a very small part of income is spending on such commodities. So So this is how the price level of the product is also affecting the elasticity of demand. So these are the different factors affecting elasticity of demand, such as availability of substitute goods, postponement of consumption, proportionate of expenditure, nature of commodity, different uses of commodity, the time period, the changes in the income level of the consumer, habits, taste and preferences, and the desires and wants, and distribution of the income, national income among the society, and also the price level. We are the factors affecting elasticity of demand.